Penn State football takes the field on Saturday at 2 p.m. for the annual Blue-White game. To get you ready, here are the 5 offensive players we'll be watching. As always, like the video and subscribe to Blue-White Illustrated on YouTube so you don't miss any Penn State football action.
Number 5.
Penn State's top tight ends, Theo Johnson and Tyler Warren, aren't participating in spring ball this year, leaving third-year player Khalil Dinkins as the top player at the position. He flashed at times last season for Penn State, especially non-conference action, finishing with 4 catches for 54 yards and 1 very pretty touchdown. Penn State loves using 3 tight ends to create mismatch problems for opposing defenses, and Dinkins' athleticism and catching skills are very good. It'll be illuminating to see how he's developed as a blocker this season.
Number 4.
I've yet to find someone who opens their mouth to talk about guard Vega Yuwani that doesn't start raving about his abilities. From head coach James Franklin all the way down to his teammates, Yuwani's size, athleticism, and abilities keep coming up.
Yeah, I mean he's dense is what we say because he's heavy, but he carries it really well. He's picking things up, like he's picking up the schemes and everything like that. He's playing really violent. He's also playing really quick, which is surprising on how heavy he is. He's an insane athlete for his size.
You're gonna look at Vega, and I think you guys see us. We have him listed at like 359 or 69 pounds right now. You're gonna see him, if there is such a thing. He's the best 369 pounds you've ever seen in your life. He's just a big human being and carries it extremely well. That's a weapon for him.
Number 3.
Throughout the spring, head coach James Franklin has talked about 2 receivers that have stood out, veteran Keandre Lambert-Smith and Trey Wallace. While we've seen extended amounts of time from Lambert-Smith on the field, Wallace is still a relatively new player for fans. He caught 19 passes for 273 yards last season and was a big play threat for the Nittany Lions in several games. So what does that progress look like? In our observations of him this spring, he has looked better, but that's routes on air. Watching him run routes against Penn State's secondary will be an exciting matchup that could result in some big plays for the fans on Saturday.
Number 2.
Many Penn State fans have already given someone else the starting quarterback job, but nobody told Beau Prabulla. The ultra-competitive Pennsylvania native has been battling for the position all offseason and will get his chance to shine against the first and second team defense on Saturday. While his legs won't be much of a factor thanks to the traditional "don't hit the quarterback" rules that are always in effect for spring games, he can still show off.
Number 1.
Okay, so here's the problem with top 10 lists. Number 1 is always obvious. Of course, here we are. Drew Allar is the number 1 reason fans will pile into Beaver Stadium on Saturday. Allar's skills and development are the main ingredients that could make or break Penn State's 2023 season. Full stop. This team's Big Ten championship aspirations are real if the light fully comes on for the 6'5" passer. Here's the thing. Allar's game is predicated on doing the hard things at the position. He has the arm to make difficult throws that can change games and seasons, but it's not about the arm. Penn State will still use offensive production aids like RPO, read option, and play action, but if Allar is up to it, he can transform the offense. It's about hitting the correct window and making the best play available instead of taking the safe option. But it takes a special player to elevate to that level each week. It's a mental grind and one that few players can fully succeed at all the time. Allar's journey to that destination started the moment he stepped on campus. But for fans, they'll get to see it for the first time on Saturday. That's our look at the 5 most interesting offensive players to watch on Saturday during the Blue-White game. I'm Thomas Frank Carr. Don't forget to sign up for BlueWhiteIllustrated.com right now for our spring game special. Get 4 months of premium access for just $10.